Without a doubt, one way to ensure that a product or machine is as efficient, advanced, and functional as possible is to know that the manufacturer itself is a specialist in such developments. A clear example of this is the Champion Road Machinery Company, who throughout its history dedicated itself solely and exclusively to one thing: developing motor graders. That's why today we review the history of this brand and how they managed to manufacture one of the most iconic heavy-duty work equipment. Stay with us and discover the story of the largest production motor grader ever created, the Champion 100T. Although it may seem incredible, the story begins around the year 1875, when a man named Samuel Pennock from Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, began to get involved in the manufacturing of equipment for road construction, leading him to invent and patent the first four-wheel scraper before 1877. While this first model was designed to be horse-drawn, its great innovation for the time earned it the nickname the Champion of America. Later, what started as an interest in the development of grading machines became formalized into a new company in 1978 called S&M Pennock & Sons, mainly dedicated to the manufacturing of grading machines and other road construction equipment. However, some organizational changes led the company to be renamed as American Road Machine and establish a sales organization in Canada. Those changes also led to, in 1892, an external Canadian company acquiring the production rights for these machines. Over the years, this Canadian company began to change its identity, being known as Rhodes Machinery, and finally Diamond Road Machinery, starting its independent operations since 1929. It is worth noting that by the time, the Canadians became the sole manufacturer, with production licenses for the graders developed up to then. Interestingly, it was precisely during the time that grading equipment underwent a truly impressive evolutionary leap, as the motorization fever of the early decade of the 20th century reached these working machines. Thus, from the late 1920s and early 1930s, self-propelled graders began to emerge, mainly manufactured at the headquarters in Godric, Ontario, paving the way for the designs we know today. Taking a leap forward in time, all the experience gained through decades of dedication to the manufacture of graders was materialized in 1975, with the construction of one of its most historic pieces of equipment, geared towards supplying machinery to the giant and growing mining industry. The company introduced its larger grader, originally designed as the Champion 80T. Weighing in at a massive 81 tons, this model was intended to work in open-pit mines for road maintenance and the reclamation of new areas. Equipped with a GMC V16 diesel engine delivering 700 horsepower and a grading blade nearly 7.5 meters long, this machine elevated the popularity of the Champion line, leading the company to be renamed in its honor in 1977 as Champion Road Machinery. However, the potential of this machine, coupled with the ambition of the Canadians, motivated them to raise the bar further, upgrading this model to become the legendary Champion 100T. If you've reached this point in the video and enjoyed it, we would greatly appreciate it if you consider subscribing to the channel. Now, with various enhancements, including changes to increase strength and durability, this new articulated grader acquired the nickname Big Mudder, mainly due to its new weight, which almost reaches 100 tons. While initially the same GMC engine was retained, later the integration of the Cummins unit of the same power, 700 horsepower, was offered as an option. In terms of dimensions, these models measure 15.3 meters in length, 4.3 meters in width, and 5.4 meters in height. Despite these colossal qualities, the Champion 100T enjoyed all the features of smaller graders, from the vertical movement of its impressive 7.5-meter blade to the lateral displacement and tilting of the same. Similarly, the front wheels offered a certain degree of tilt tolerance, while the circular rotation of the hour reached 45 degrees in both directions. Once this model hit the market, various open-pit mines, mainly dedicated to coal extraction, required its services, sparking interest in locations such as Illinois and the Appalachians. Although the future of this machine within the global market seemed prosperous and promising, the reality was that while it managed to capture the interest of those impressed with its qualities, its sales numbers were overwhelmingly low, leading to serious reconsiderations regarding the profitability of its production. To illustrate, since its launch, records show only 10 of these machines were manufactured and sold, a figure they achieved after 10 years in the market, despite boasting the title of being the largest production grader ever created. This fact had a detrimental impact on the company's vision regarding the model, leading to the manufacturing rights of this unit being transferred to Dom X Corp. Similarly, the situation had repercussions in the peculiar movement within the world of engineering that consists of making everything giant, from which the Le Tourneau machines and the Acco grader were born. The latter even surpassed its status as the largest for a brief period, while the machine was manufactured and subsequently dismantled. Despite all adversities, Champion Road Machinery continued to work and enjoy success with all its other lines of graders, until the brand was acquired by the Volvo Group in 1997. The Swedes in turn kept the original plant in Godrich, Canada, operational, producing the newly acquired models, as well as their own units such as the Volvo G940 and G960 graders. Sadly, the factory was closed in 2008, while the production of the iconic Champion model ceased in 2009, after almost a century of continuous production. Although these enigmatic graders no longer enjoy the popularity that once made them dominate the market, it is still possible to see some models in operation, including the larger 100T, albeit with a less prominent role, mainly as backup equipment or for less complex tasks. Tell us, were you familiar with the legendary Champion graders? Do you think the Champion 100T would have more applications in today's mining industry? We'll be reading your comments. Thank you for watching our video. If you liked it and want more similar content, please subscribe to our channel. We also invite you to visit our secondary channel, Gear Unlimited, where you'll find a wide variety of topics. We appreciate your support and interest. Keep on trucking and stay tuned for more.